I'm glad you're here. I'm going to need you tonight. I think we're all going to need each other tonight. A few hours ago, I got a message from Lynn Lear. I would have been there tonight if not for the passing of our beloved Norman. He was so proud of the work of the Lear Center and Hollywood Health and Society, and he would not have wanted us to mourn. He would have wanted us to celebrate the important shows you are honoring tonight. And most of all, he would want us to laugh.
Yes! Let's have a great time, you guys. Let's have a, because you know what? We're at the Sentinel Awards, you guys.
Norman recently told me that this moment was for sure the worst time he had ever seen on our planet. Worse even than that day he watched the last dinosaur go extinct.
We are honored to present the 2023 Sentinel Award to the diplomat episode, Some Lusty Tornado.
It is the privilege of my life to be a writer and to get to tell stories that matter for a brainy, beautiful, awkwardly, achingly human show like The Diplomat. Thank you.
On Best Foot Forward, inclusion and representation weren't an afterthought or a quota to meet. They were built into the core of the show because everyone understood that empowering people to tell their own stories makes for better stories.
I was a latchkey kid growing up, and so I was home alone a lot. And Norman's shows were a very big part of my being home alone.
First thing I want to know is what time Kate filed her speech, because it's literally mine verbatim. As a latchkey kid from the 70s and 80s, I was in no small part raised by television.
I was a latchkey kid, and
I was not a latchkey kid. I was just really, like anyone else born in 1975, I was just completely neglected by my parents.
Abortion care is health care, and we hope the stories we tell offer optimism and inspiration for real-world progress toward a more equitable and fair healthcare system for all. Thank you so much.
I said it on day one in the writer's room, is we have to tell the story, the true story about grief. We have to tell the true story about what it means to lose somebody who you feel you cannot live without.
You guys, we are really going through something together tonight. I feel like this is really something. We are going through a journey.
You have to say this for Norman. Norman had perfect timing. He lived long enough to see Henry Kissinger die.
We wanted them to know our intention as storytellers was to help understand their risk for breast cancer and more accurately portray the other physical and emotional issues facing those affected by breast cancer. We'd like to thank Roberta Kruger and Kate Foll from the Hollywood Health and Society.
I'm personally thrilled and touched that the show's recognised in this way for talking about mental health.
It is my greatest pride that the production of Mrs. Davis was a safe environment in which creativity could flourish.
Often people say you're either rich or poor, but the truth is there is a spectrum of class levels. My goal with this episode was to show some of those challenges and barriers that the working class and unhoused face in a way that is funny, intelligent, and never speaks over them or below them.
Thank you for Norman Lear, because I think Larry will back me up. I think every black person in America will say that he was maybe the first white guy invited to the barbecue.
I came of age thinking that television could be as powerful as it is entertaining and as poignant as it is funny, and I'm so grateful to be here, and may Norman Lear's memory be a blessing, and as we can see tonight, it already is.
How about give it up for Mr. Ben Harper?
Saved. All they wanna know, all they wanna know, all they wanna know is what you gave.
His life was such a gift, all 101 years of it. I think just showing that you could tell a story about truths of the human condition, about how people really are, even if it's not pretty. I think he was such an icon and a legend and a visionary, and I think he'll be so missed, but his impact lives on in everything all of us do. We're all very lucky.
It's bizarre to me that he has left us on this day, but it's also kind of profound and beautiful, and spent the day really thinking about how we continue his legacy. So, that's pretty much all I want to talk about tonight is that guy.